mamu ina kwaba at the bank assertive na etifo I am rashibedu fie aye the bruta aya sem ketwa sansama ekoso around urban kings for suman babel no etifo eni nyan na se si amene mo ka say yin nim say aye for MPs and as a member of parliament seat no should be declared vacant no se etifo aye kaibo abeto ho ne seat no this MPC na declare seat no pam no twam no independent candidates no man sanso anko biem. And number 2, Omakasmo party empamoye Omakasmo party empamom enfi aya amanyukunim, so they are still members of their own parties. We purchase say really now urban kings for Suman Baben and Tabontin. It has not been nullified. Number 2, in him say Haruna Idrisu pana jinasa insensemu yenim. That's relative after the Supreme Court ruling labor bontin was a pamno tramno the Supreme Court back can ebeti to pass away move to the left-hand side. Sorry, to the right-hand side of the majority in 1 year. So left-hand side now no. And then I'll share NDC MPs when someone no more catching a tifo na enya kra. Next no the 2019 Supreme Court orders na ti na ye urban kings for Suman Babenes no. We purchase be ti their embrano eka. Na tifo when sensema ekoso parliament sia. Enu ti ye sem brief no. Neko ti sensem ntwem mbra. Na mu ina asesem hwe ye nkasa TV.
Any declaration by say for sitting na any vacant. A copy of Supreme Court through coming after your market. I'm a Supreme Court at the state of execution. Aba and then because of ruling now, I'm in Saka into and all the journey definitely. Now the other seminar are you who and say how na Idrisu na Kasana or Kofas as same way in the buy and they watching a free and now no pan as a parliament. Ekotena and these minority MPs no ewura chamber nim. How na Idrisu ekotena the left hand side of the house, that is minority side. I mean these MPs no fu ye charge so mu din attempt and or sorry boko if you number right hand side. Before answer the speaker ever betena no videos any pictures and a free parliament house. I know mkotena so Accra International Conference Center. No mu say Haruna Idrisu any honorable candidate in Japan ejina echire ho eno mu din komo. Haruna nkwankwan kwatena se until say speaker e buy. Na no be nim komo mu di. Ene ne Haruna Idrisu grant interview so ono de ono an kan say wo boa. Asem no the Supreme Court be kan eno no wo si etie. Enye the speaker of parliament e be kan ene etie because all the Supreme Court of Ghana has the authoritative rule to determine the true interpretation of Article 97 now. Speaker Gina so e dey pronounce those statements now. Ene efunu ne abi if you never been anything, Uncle Miensa, Speaker of Parliament, every put to prove, every declares as they say, what you almost hit a few months. It is MPP 135 and NDC 136 now. Omum Yemu, Cynthia Mamle Morrison, and Akoya Sante, and they through the able leadership of Kennedy Ohene Japan, and I feel so no majority leader Alexander Kwamina Afanyomaki. Omunyina say independent no omanya nkobiem tintontai omanya ankobiem enti say rule na Kingsford Babin e di buy no it is null and void ISM say binkwasi asem ye be pani nyina the free parliamentary hazard because nipa na o say omo declare intention to go for independent into no seat no omo vacate no already na sankofo entrate bia enfama parliament so omo go independent omo party omo affiliated to NPP entrate bia enfama speaker of parliament so omo yi omo free sankofo so omo parties en suspend omo free omo party name so upon all komo ekoso nyina these people were still members of the New Patriotic Party this say ya omo sare sindi omo di sini sa ruling na abamba ben ke kan anim si so ebe ke kadi wom di enim nyina na say ruling no ayem kwase asem ayebe delete e dey free parliamentary hazard na when na say Haruna Idrisu and na omudo mani e kwakọ fe kire so na no kwasem say Haruna Idrisu so dey sansem we tu ya no nyina ho biem of the interview bia o kan na asem say all the Supreme Court ebe ka no e no muntie no no so pie koye in like manner Nelson Defiamepon no so lawyer ene on the Parliament House or on the had the Adene Kona and or refer to case at force as minority leader or the friend majority leader. Now, okay, Kasan way in our boom and we obi ebusa as a perfect correspondent say, or what tea, says because of Parliament, as money lawyers, So konko file processes. We tumia file ya na court correspondence say ogina hono speaker lawyers ni go ho. So omo ntimi file process no. Esanse o mahunu de ekoso. Hayi na Idrisu omo nya ntie komodi bi akoso 1pp mu a omo so omo ko independent no mo nya nko. Ti say okoko file process na at the end of the day that declaration shall ruling na Speaker of Parliament at the buy no meaning na aye bogus ruling. Esanse all the MPs involved have rescinded their decision to go independent. Now when a man for busa say Ghana phobia and asenkophobia na assembly by Supreme Court a grant stay of execution no more kasa be no there number beka. Esanse same way e buy no the Speaker of Parliament enyan to was here Tuesday on raising no Parliament last week Tuesday Wednesday on go home Thursday now the judgment about the tuja say on vacate your seat. He didn't do necessary due diligence. Tiene opinion. I think the sort of form to say was sat down no kofa. Yentie the free court ever see about the lawyers here. Omun court process omun timi file is an new development abe.
And I think that the best forum and the best authority to resolve the political tussle is the Supreme Court of Ghana, giving a true and proper interpretation of Article 97, 1G and H as is their mandate. Thank you.
Speakers were instructing the lawyers, say Omonche, if they can also set aside the decision of the Supreme Court.
In fact, that was the indication we have been getting since yesterday.
Okay.
As of 3 p.m. yesterday, we had an indication that lawyers of the Speaker were at the registry at the Supreme Court trying to file. And then at some point, they were asked to stop by the Speaker himself that they should not file.
Okay.
In fact, this morning as well, an NDC MP, in fact, Dr. Dominic Ayine, told the Sister Media House that lawyers for the Speaker, Thaddeus Sori and his firm, were at the Supreme Court trying to file to stay the execution of that order of the Supreme Court. And they were trying to get that done.
Okay.
But we can confirm that as of now, no process has been filed by the Speaker or his lawyers.
Okay.
It will mean that the 7 days the Supreme Court gave them to file their statement of case in relation to
substantive
matter is counting up until Thursday. Then that will kick in, and then next week they would have to file the memorandum of issues, and then the case will have to be dealt with. But as of now, we can confirm, say, Speaker and the lawyers ain't filing any application in court. They have not filed any process at all as regards to the order that the court made.
Okay, and meaning, say, if they don't file any such processor, and also would be an acknowledgement of
that order
the order from the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Wow, that's really interesting. As we speak, no, the bills and LIs are buying business a bit suffer from this. What do we know?
Starting with the LI, the Supreme Court were hoping to lay an LI. It will guard the adjudication of presidential and parliamentary petitions.
Okay.
And we know that when it comes to LI, they would have to go through 21 sitting days. As we speak, it's almost looking uncertain. Unless Parliament decides when they come back, whatever time they come back, to do a lot of sacrifice and sit to get that LI to mature. So there is that. There's another LI that the Electoral Commission wanted to also lay as regards to the 7th December election.
Yes.
That is also now on ice. When you come to bills, there's the free SHS bill. There is the EPA bill, very key in terms of the IMF conditionality that was set for us. That has been reaffirmed several times by the majority leadership. Then there is the matter of LI 2462 or Mampinika say revoke. And we expected that it will be revoked last week.
The amount for acquire mining in forest reserves.
Yes. They wanted to revoke it, but the whole of last week there was a lot of political issues. That LI did never come up to the floor, even though the AG had written to the clerk of parliament said the LI was ready and they were ready to do business, but it wasn't late. The expectation was that this week they would do something on it. That is also not going to happen because of the current suspension of the House. So when you look at some of those bills, those are the key ones. But there's also $250 million. Omunya is a best in terms of the
$250 million.
That is the Ghana Financial Stability Project. $250 million.
Parliamentary.
That is also on ice. There's also the amount of about $350 million worth of tax waivers, and also is currently on ice. That is also not being dealt with. And in fact, the majority side have been trying to get that through, but because they have not even gotten some of their members to support it, that is why they have been struggling. That is also on ice. And then finally, the matter of the Supreme Court nominees, 2 of them, who were nominated by the president, The
appointment
committee have vetted them. The report we understand is ready, but because of this, the report has not even been laid. And then finally, the vote on appropriation. The budget for 2024